Today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Patterson to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, 2 lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver reps.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one too low.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And right now, it's the Lions in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So that another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him out to the quarterback.
And they're going to get him down really short first as he can only get this to the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lawrence on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw. Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5. Patterson will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you might look at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The Jaguars at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. This offense hoping to change that right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Etienne.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson.
Touchdown!
James Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off-play action. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Taysom Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no return here for Agnew, so no break. Drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Jones throw caught by Tony.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
On a jet sweep, here comes Tony.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st. Here's Lawrence to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Garabay's kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 29, Jones. They complete it to Hill. And some room to work. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, he's got some Cordell Patterson. And all the way down to the 35. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dwayne Smoot, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair Etienne with James Robinson together last season because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, Etienne is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
7-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Robinson's got it. Runs over it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
They run the draw here with Robinson. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Let's go. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the other thing they told us when we've got 3rd and 5, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On the return, here's Agnew. 31 yards on the punt there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, Etienne once more. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 37. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And it's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion at 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.